Howdy, folks. Welcome back to the Weekly Trending Fandom Show here in CKMS, Sound FM 1.3 FM dial, plus on top of it, I'm jumping in on 2.0. So, what were we listening to before
we were just listening to Gotta Catch 'Em All by Power Glove.
Perfect. And what were we listening to before that?
Before that, we had the Man of Steel theme.
Perfect. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Not
so anyways,
too shabby.
We're now rolling into 20 minutes before I wrap everything up. Well, that being said, we're going to do some video game chit-chat.
We got some video game chit-chat.
Wonderful. So what we got with that?
Let's see. What do I have? We have the wonderful company named as Atlas.
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 I've heard of Atlas.
Company that produced Persona 4.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing game. Amazing game. They're being sold.
Really?
The parent company that owns Atlas is going bankrupt. They filed for bankruptcy. So everybody that the parent company owns is having to go off to other people.
Interesting.
One of the top names that on the buyer's list is Sega.
Really?
Yeah. I'm actually surprised that Sega's still around. Because most of their important IPs have already been handed off to other people. So it's kind of interesting that they would do that.
What are the top 3 games that Sega's made?
Top 3?
Yeah, they were. They were all at the top of your head.
The top 3. I can name one.
All right.
I can
Altered
name
Beast.
One. Okay, Altered Beast.
Was it also Sonic the Hedgehog?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, and one more.
I can't think of the third one.
You can't think of the third one?
No.
You're supposed to be more video game than I.
I was not a Sega player.
Dig it. I understand. So we say Sonic Hedgehog Part 2.
Yeah,
there we go. So basically,
like all the properties.
So basically, all the top properties, have been sold off already from Sega.
They haven't sold. They've just handed it off to other people to use it. So you've seen Sonic games on the PlayStation. You've seen Sonic,
exactly.
You've seen Sonic on Nintendo.
Yep.
I've seen him a lot in Nintendo games. He's even in Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's okay. So whatever, you're trying to buy Atlas. And the other thing is, Atlas is currently in the process of working on Persona 5.
All right.
But now that they're being sold off to another company, there may be a couple of changes being made to that. And the only thing that we worry about is that Sega is primarily, at the moment, they're primarily releasing only in Japan.
I see.
Which, if they make a Persona 5 game, is it only going to be released to us in Japan?
Okay.
Which makes it very difficult for us to get over here, to get it translated, all that fancy stuff.
Okay. No, I got you.
Yep. Other news: Australia.
Those buggers from down under.
The buggers down under.
That's right.
You will be getting Saints Row 4.
Okay. Why is this news?
This is news because originally the Australian government decided that they wouldn't have Saints Row because it was way too mature for anyone there.
Interesting.
Yo.
So basically, even the grown-ups that pay their bills and taxes and
even the grown-ups that pay their own taxes, that they clearly, by our standards, they would be considered adults. It's way too mature for the people in Australia, apparently.
Interesting. Now, what does this game entail? Is this like Mortal Kombat 21?
No, this is
1,000 fatalities and stuff like that?
This is thinking Grand Theft Auto, turning it up to 200 on the scale of 1 to 10.
I see. Okay.
Turn up all of the aspects of Grand Theft Auto up to that.
Of course. And of course, we need a government to censor actual topics and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, the company producing Saints Row 4, they've modified the version that they are going to be giving to the Australians.
Okay.
Now, there's
government censorship rules.
Government censorship rules. Now, the other thing on top of that is they're also being forced into their own segregated server for online play.
Okay.
So if you want to play with someone else from a different country while you're sitting in Australia, you're screwed.
I see.
If you're in another country and you want to chill with your friend or play the game with your friend that's in Australia, nope,
can't do it.
Can't do that.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. What else do we have? We've got Sony unveiling EverQuest Next, another MMO to throw into the ring to be eaten alive by all the free-to-plays and World of Warcraft and Guild Wars 2 and
I see
wonderful things there. We have the company known as Crytek.
Crytek. Why do I know Crytek?
They produced, what is it? Crisis 2, 3?
Okay.
They've had a security breach.
Really?
So,
Tell me more about the security breach.
It's not a full security breach. It's just they've got some suspicious activity going on their main website.
Okay.
And some of their forums, and they just want to alert everybody, please change your password. There has been this activity going on. We're kind of worried that something might be happening.
Okay.
Please change your password.
I take it. And how bad was this breach overall? Was it
not that bad? Like they just noticed some suspicious activities. Some things have been changed here and there, so they don't know the entire extent of it, but they caught it before.
Mass hysteria, and havoc, and other poor.
Now,
okay.
can the other companies that have had this kind of issue before, Sony, Microsoft, can you please get on the bandwagon? These guys have dealt with this fairly quickly and right off the bat.
I take it.
Another thing that's in gaming news that's coming out this weekend, it's kind of slow. This week.
Yep.
We've got Dragon Crown.
Dragon Crown.
All
right, tell me more about Dragon Crown.
It's your basic side scroller fighting.
Okay, I take it.
Like your old school Ninja Turtles fighting game.
Okay.
But it's like it's been receiving a lot of controversy lately for its art style.
Art style? What do you mean?
All of the female characters have excessive assets.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Or in the case of their Amazon, her legs are unbelievably scaled.
Oh, I see. And then on top of that, her butt is probably twice as large.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah.
So her public assets are quite huge.
Quite. And the game's been getting a lot of arts assets for this. Like a lot of bad press for having this kind of art style. And that's pretty much how it's been.
I hear you. So, any video games you recommend people to pick up today at their favorite independent retailer?
Games to pick up at the favorite independent retailer. I can't think of anything at the moment. There is one game that I'm looking at picking up.
What's that?
On Steam at the moment. It's called Shadowrun Returns.
Oh, Shadowrun! Yay!
Shadowrun Returns.
Shadowrun.
It's your cyberpunk adventure
with magic.
With magic.
That's right.
There's magic in there.
There's magic.
It plays a lot like Fallout 2.
Okay, interesting.
So it's your isometric view and click adventure. And then it's got a little bit of XCOM type fighting style.
Cool. So basically, I love Shadowrun, especially from the pen and paper days. So the thing is, everything like that, this should be a fantastic game for people to play. Plus, on top, if I'm not mistaken, Rooster Teeth actually did a Shadowrun adventure segment for a while. Did you know about that?
No, I didn't know that they'd done that.
We'll post it on the Weekly Trending Fandom page, and you can see it for yourself.
Sounds good.
All right. So that being said, let's take another break. Let's play some tunes, and we'll come back with some comic book stuff. How's that sound?
All right.
Excellent.